Hello, trade pros. Welcome to another morning market update for Thursday, July 26th. This is Judge coming live from Jamaica. To my Jamaican friends, I'd like to rate the accent. I like when you put in the comment box how you think I did. uh, I'm trying, my Jamaican friends. I'm trying. I'm loving Jamaica, guys. We're here on our honeymoon with the fiance. We got a great morning market update for you. We're having a great honeymoon. Jamaica is a beautiful country, beautiful people. I love it. So I just wanted to pledge my allegiance somehow. I don't know if I did good or not. Let's get started today's morning market update. We got a lot to talk about. We're starting off with a little bit of fun and games, but it's anything but for Facebook stock. We're going to talk about what happened. Facebook crashed 20% in after hours trading on its earnings, and it's bringing down the entire technology sector. We're going to talk about that in a moment. What happened, what I think the next best trading opportunity is in the tech sector and in Facebook as well. And we're going to go through that stuff, right? I'm going to tell you the one indicator that this was going to happen before it happened, all right? So let's get started. It's going to be a pretty full morning market update. First of all, key earnings from yesterday. AMD's up 6% on computing and graphics growth. Boeing is down 0.7%. Facebook down over 20% after hours in one single day. Ford is down 3.6%. General Motors down 4.6%. PayPal's down 5.3%. Qualcomm's up, and Visa's down 0.8 percentage point. So you could see we had a pretty bad bout of stock market or stock company earnings in the last 24 hours. The market's going to have to assimilate and price that in this morning, and we're looking for some downside opportunity for day traders. All right, so that's what you need to know. Let's take a quick tour around the world. Get your passports. We're going to put some stamps on the back pages. In Asia, Japan's down 0.1%. Hong Kong's down 0.5 percentage point. China's down 0.7%, and India's up 0.3. So you can see overall weakness in Asian markets to start the day. In Europe at midday, London's flat, Paris is up 0.4, and Frankfurt's up 1.1%. Mario Draghi is speaking this morning and is going to have a press conference. So you're going to see a little bit of volatility around the euro and the US dollar. Yesterday's in the morning market update, we said expect a fierce range sideways in the currency market, and we ended up getting that. Today, I think we're going to have some bigger and larger scale moves on this ECB Mario Draghi press conference. All right, futures. All right, we covered the futures. No, we didn't. In the United States, here's how futures are shaping up. Dow's up 0.1%. S&P's down 0.2. Nasdaq's down a whole percentage point, and crude oil is mostly flat along with gold. All right, Bitcoin up another 1.4% to 82.78. Bitcoin seeing quite a significant rally, but I would say wait for a sell-off opportunity to get long if you haven't already gotten long off the 6,000 support test. All right. Today's economic calendar at 10:30, we have natural gas inventories. At 8:30, we had initial jobless claims. 11, we have the Kansas City Fed manufacturing survey. 1 p.m., results of a $30 billion 7-year note auction. And 4:30 p.m., the Fed's money supply and their balance sheet update. So we have quite a bit of news for the remainder of the day, but more importantly, all eyes on this technology sector. And we're going to jump into that now. First and foremost, I want to tell you this. In today's market, I don't care if you trade commodities, if you trade Forex, whatever you trade, you have to keep an eye out on Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. These 5 combined create what we call FANG stocks and the tech sector. These are going to be your leaders. If you look at institutional money funds and money managers, their top 10 holdings is very significantly invested and concentrated in these technology companies. Therefore, big moves there will have a spillover effect in other markets as well. If you're a money manager and you wake up in the morning where the technology sector is down and you have significant exposure, you have 2 options, and they're both bearish. Option number 1, actually you have 3 options. Option number 1 is buy put protection or buy yourself insurance to the downside. You either buy put options on an index or you short the index, which is NASDAQ. Option number 2 is sell some of the FANG stocks that you own, which will intensify the selling pressure throughout the day. And option number 3 is buy the dip. And I'm not sure that this time you're going to see a lot of institutional money buying the dip. Here's your cue for early on in the session. If NASDAQ opens weak, but you're seeing a lot of volume coming in on the rallies, you know that the institutional money is at play and they're going to start buying the sell-off and use it as an opportunity to buy more at a cheaper price. but you need to see volume coming in. If you're getting low volume rallies on the open, that's an indication that this thing's going to get pummeled lower, and none of the institutional money is looking for a long opportunity. They're actually looking for rallies to sell out of. Volume is king today, and it's key. Let's talk about why Facebook was down 20%. They published a quarterly results, and it underwhelmed investors. They were bad on two fronts. One is the daily active users, the DAOs, DAU, the DAO. I don't know how you pronounce it. The daily active users were less than expected, far less than expected, and more importantly, their revenue was down big. Now, it wasn't a surprise that Facebook revenue would be down, but what did surprise investors is Mark Zuckerberg on the conference call saying he expects lower revenue for the rest of 2018, for the second half of the year, and that's not reflected in the stock price. That's why the selling started, and then it intensified after hours as one person sold, another sold, and then it piled on to wipe out some sell stops. The real selling might just begin over the next couple days, so be very cautious. All right. What else happened here? The share prices declined literally 20%. It started off down 12% and it escalated overnight, and it's down 20% in after hours trade on yesterday's earnings. Mark Zuckerberg personally lost $16 billion in the span of 2 hours. All right, so if you think you've had some rough days, imagine having a minus $16 billion day. Granted, he's worth a lot still. About $160 billion of market cap was erased from Facebook. All of 2018 gains just evaporated in one earnings report. And this is why it's risky to gamble on an earnings report. If you had put options, yeah, you made a ton of money this morning. If you had call options, you've lost it all. And a lot of the times going into an earnings call, if you're buying positions, trying to guess the direction of the way earnings are going to go, that's more gambling. There are more higher probability trading strategies that professionals use on earnings, but that's not one of them, trying to guess direction. All right. So another thing I want to tell you is this. The gap down is going to surprise a lot of investors, and there's a lot of sell stops. If you bought the stock, you put a sell stop 1% lower, and it's opening at today's price, it doesn't matter where your sell stop is because it's already triggered. It's an activated market order to liquidate. So the question is, how many liquidation orders are we going to have at 9:30 on the opening bell? That's going to be what catches most investors. How many margin calls are we going to have on investors holding the position who have suffered the drawdown that are heavily invested? So this selling, because it's so fierce and so quick, may not be over. It may just be getting started on Facebook. It's going to be a very tense moment on the opening bell today in under 20 minutes. All right. Here's something very interesting that I want to tell you guys. Mark Zuckerberg gave you the cue of what he thought was going to happen. And if you follow insider trading reports, insidercow.com is one of the most powerful ones. They give you free information. You could pull up insider transactions. What that means is it Insider Cow? I'll put the link in the description. I'll find out the right one, but it's called Insider Cow. Excuse me, guys. So what ends up happening is when you're an executive at a big company and you have to sell some of your stock that you have as compensation, you have to file a form and file that with the Securities Commission. That information then becomes publicly available. So what you could look at here is how much stock has Mark Zuckerberg sold. Going into this earnings report, Mark Zuckerberg sold $7 billion worth of Facebook stock. That selling has been intensifying over the past few quarters, and we had the most amount he's ever sold right before this earnings announcement. So Mark Zuckerberg, the leader, the founder, the head behind Facebook, was getting out of the stock en masse. He was getting out on a lot of positions. That was a little bit of a sore for investors to begin with, but they were waiting to see how this Cambridge Analytica scandal priced into their stock revenue and their earnings. And now we know. All right, now we know he's expecting higher costs for the rest of the year. That's higher privacy, higher compliance costs. And there's some lawsuits bubbling against them as well, potential speak of lawsuits against Facebook. Look, here's the thing. I don't think this is going to end Facebook, but we've run into severe storm. We've kind of went out on the boat, fell asleep, and woken up in the middle of a hurricane. How do we navigate out? That's the question that we're looking for on Facebook. You're going to get a really good indication this morning. Remember, on the opening bell, all eyes on Facebook. If you see a sell-off on high volume, wait it out. Find out if when it bottoms out, volume starts to come up on the upside. On that upside move, if volume's weak, sell. Sell that rally. Institutional money will be doing the same. If you don't even get a rally and it's just dropping, take advantage of that momentum. We may not get a rally if there's a lot of sell orders on the opening bell. All right, that's what I'm gonna say about Facebook. It's pulled down all FANG stocks. Apple lost close to 1%. All right, Netflix, Amazon, and Google down about 2 to 3% each, in that range. So for this opening bell, I think we have a technology sector weakness that could spill over into the broad market. All right, guys. I wish I could trade this. I'm not trading today and for the rest of the honeymoon. I'm back on Monday. But the way I would trade this, if I am trading, and all of our trade pros in the trading room are trading today, taking advantage of this. Victorio's our NASDAQ guy. He's leading the room today, and you should watch him in action because he's a NASDAQ guy for a reason. I'm pretty certain Victorio's got a NASDAQ tattoo somewhere. Uh, and yeah, and I'm not going to explore to find out where. Because if I know Victorio, it won't be visible. So traders, this is a big opportunity for you guys on an opening bell. Like I said, watch for the rally on the open. If we get a rally on significant volume, we could claw back 10%. We could rally another 10% this morning on Facebook if institutional money takes this as a buying opportunity. If not, look to sell more. Look for weakness on NASDAQ, all FANG stocks, and look for that weakness to transpire broad market indices like S&P, Russell, etc. All right. I can't tell you where it's going to go because where it goes depends on how institutional money accepts this sell-off. There's going to be a lot of volatility. So what I'm going to tell you guys in a volatile market is you're going to have more trades. When there's more volatility, you're going to have more number of trades. But feel free if you feel a little bit of anxiety about this, or if you feel like this volatility is going to impact you, or you're not the best volatility trader yet, you're new at trading, feel free to take more trades, but reduce your position size. All right. If you normally buy 10 call options, or if you trade 2 lots or whatever you do, feel free to scale that down to 1 lot on futures, just a couple options contracts, because when there's higher volatility, there's higher opportunity for a move, but it doesn't mean that you have to expose yourself to a higher degree. You could manage your exposure, keep it consistent, and you'll still have more gains. Because at the end of the day, being a professional trader means you're managing your risk above all else. You're not exposing yourself to single event risk and shock. You're taking the opportunity, you're getting paid, but you're keeping yourself safe at the same time. All right, I hope you guys found this morning market update useful. If you liked it, please punch the like button. Facebook made a thumbs up for that, or rather YouTube did. Please hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm and helps our morning market updates reach more people. So if it's been helpful to you, please help others find it as well. And I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. What do you think this earnings report is going to do to Facebook in the long run? Do you think this is a good buying opportunity, or do you think rallies are to be sold in the longer term and Facebook's in trouble? I'd love to hear from you guys. I value your opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. I got another couple days here in paradise, and I'm coming back on Sunday, and we get hard at work on Monday. We got some really exciting updates coming with TradePro Academy. I can't wait to share with you guys, but lips are sealed. You guys have a great day. Manage your risk, trade like a trade pro, and head on over and sign up to join our live trading room. It's going to be eventful today. There's going to be a lot of opportunity. So to the gentleman back in the office, Victorio, Mark, great, good luck today. Captured this NASDAQ opportunity for me. And Steven, our oil desk, this could be a good chance for you to try out NASDAQ. You guys take care. Have yourself a good day. Thank you for tuning in. Good luck, good trading, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for another morning market update. This is George over now from Jamaica. Yeah, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got to stop doing that, I promise. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great day. Goodbye.